Have you ever wondered how the tech world was shaken when Elon Musk took over Twitter? It was like a lightning bolt from the blue, sending shockwaves through the industry. The news of Musk's takeover was more than surprising. It was downright earth-shattering. The man who straddles the worlds of electric cars and space travel was now at the helm of one of the world's biggest social media platforms. The immediate aftermath was far from smooth sailing. Twitter, known for its chirping bird symbol, suddenly found itself in a whirlwind of chaos and uncertainty. The platform experienced technical glitches, as if it was struggling to keep up with the new, unexpected pace set by Musk. But it wasn't just the tech that was affected. The human element was too. Twitter employees found themselves walking on thin ice, unsure of their future with the company. Musk's interaction with employees was, at times, controversial, adding to the disarray. The case of Haraldur Thorleifsson, a Twitter employee with muscular dystrophy who was mocked by Musk, is just one example that made headlines. Just when the dust seemed to be settling, the real changes began to unfold. With the takeover complete, how did Twitter transform under Musk's leadership? Musk's arrival at Twitter ushered in an era of sweeping changes, some of which were seismic enough to rattle the very foundations of the company. Central to these changes were the mass layoffs that followed the takeover. The workforce was cut by over half, a move that sent shockwaves through the tech world. Not even executives were safe, as Musk's tenure was marked by numerous clashes with the upper echelons of Twitter. The layoffs hit hard for many, but perhaps none more so than those who were just weeks away from maternity leave, or those living with disabilities. In a particularly public incident, Musk faced backlash for mocking an employee's uncertainty about his employment status. This employee, living with muscular dystrophy, found himself out of a job and seeking contractually promised payment. The morale of the employees, both those who remained and those who were let go, took a significant hit. The dream job that many had once celebrated now seemed more like a nightmare. The job market, especially in the tech industry, proved challenging for those seeking new employment. The sense of security once provided by being part of a tech giant like Twitter had been replaced by financial uncertainty and the daunting task of starting anew. In response to these actions, many former employees took legal action against Twitter. They demanded arbitration and filed class action lawsuits for the severance packages they were promised. Some even alleged discrimination among other issues. Twitter's response, however, was to move to dismiss these lawsuits and was accused of failing to cooperate with the arbitration process. The takeover's ripple effects were felt far and wide, but what about Twitter's financial stability? Was the takeover a financial success or a ticking time bomb? Now, let's dive into the financial depths of the story. Post-takeover, Twitter's financial stability has been under a microscope. The warnings of potential bankruptcy following mass layoffs have painted a grim picture of the company's financial health. It's like a high-stakes game of Russian roulette, and Twitter is holding the gun. The financial storm doesn't stop there. The company is entangled in a $44 billion lawsuit revolving around the takeover deal. While that's a staggering number, it's just another day in the office for a corporation of this magnitude. But it's not the amount that's alarming, it's the accusation that comes with it. Twitter has pointed the finger at Musk for intentionally delaying the trial, an act some might call slow walking. So, how has Twitter responded to these financial and legal challenges? Well, they've been on the offensive, pushing for a speedy trial to ensure the financing for the deal stays in place. It's a race against time, and every second counts. In the corporate world, time is money, and right now, Twitter can't afford to waste either. The financial turbulence and legal battles hint at a rocky road ahead. A year on, what does the future hold for Twitter under Musk's reign? We've seen significant changes since the takeover: massive layoffs, technical glitches, and a slew of legal challenges. Despite these hurdles, Twitter continues its operations, albeit with a much smaller workforce. As we look ahead, Musk's leadership could steer Twitter in new, unforeseen directions. Will it be a phoenix rising from the ashes, or will it succumb to the weight of the changes? These are questions only time can answer. As we mark the first anniversary of Musk's takeover, the true impact of his reign is still unfolding. Only time will reveal the full story of this tech world shakeup.